just remembered that Claire Boulding drinks her coffee at Cafe Nero. I saw in Barnes, I saw her there once. I was going to say hello, but she looked busy. So I thought, she's probably there now, and I'm on my way somewhere, and I can go via Barnes. So therefore, I thought, well, this is a great opportunity to catch up about the team. Spoke to her last year, why not catch up this year? Probably should practice on account of it being, you know, she's a busy lady. So I thought, well, I could talk to her about the year, so I could talk to her a bit about, you know, the fact that we're going through a bit of transition this year. We've got new players that have joined us from the first team, and we've got players that have joined us from the twos, and also we've had new players come in from outside of the club, and that every single one of them has made a massive contribution, and that the core team of players are also coping with that flexibility and having to be flexible in order to be able to accommodate that. And there are times it's working really well, and there are times, especially probably earlier in the season, where that was quite challenging. But you know what? I would say that we're getting there. So, Claire, we're getting there. And then I thought we could talk about the composure and control and communication. I'm sure she would really like to know about that. And, you know, how when I talk about composure, when we looked at that, we're not just talking about being composed, it's about recognising when you need to be composed, when in a game perhaps things are going a little awry, and finding players who are able to identify that and then communicate that to the team and say, whoa, go, girls, chill out. But maybe not quite so obvious as that, but the point is that we need to build on that a little bit more, and I would say these last couple of games we're starting to get there. What else could I tell her? Control. The fact that control is not just about being in control or control freaky. No, not just about being in control of the ball, it's what you do off the ball as well as what you do on the ball. And then I was thinking about with communication. Clearly she works in communication, she'll know all about this. I could probably teach her a thing or two, or not. I'm sure she could teach us. And actually that's what's really important, is that we do teach each other. And with communication, we're not just talking about verbal communication. You know, we can all talk, but also the non-verbal. And actually the non-verbal one I think is the more subtle. So, you know, recognising how players move on the field will help you understand how best to get the better of them. And also how then you can use your non-verbal to communicate with each other. And that's something I think that, you know, I'll probably tell her that we'll really work on for next year. And I've got lots of little exercises that I'll probably find in party crackers that I could bring for next year. Yeah, I think that's fair enough. I'm sure it's also important to let her know that we are building for next year, and that one of the key things is belief. Claire, belief. You know, I know she'll want to know all about that. It's about believing in yourself as an individual and what you're capable of bringing to a hockey pitch. And also then, not just a hockey pitch, but to your team. And belief that if you believe in yourself and look around your team members of what they bring to you as well, and then ultimately you get that collective belief that will drive you forward. Makes sense. I'll tell her that. What else do I need to tell her about? I need to sort of thank the fact that we've had players join us like Beck Smith and Stoney and Joe Fowler, who've come and helped us out at times, and Rose Winter and Rose McPherson and Meg and Julia. We've got our own international. See, it's all about sharing, Claire. That's what I should tell her. It's all about sharing. We help Julia integrate and teach her English, and she might share a couple of those little tricks that she does. I'm sure we probably have given her a lot. So that is really key, that everybody in the team teaches each other, and I'd really like us to start coaching each other this next year. And, you know, that way you identify what you're good at and what that other person's good at, and you help them. I think that's what we'll work on. I think that's definitely what I'll tell her. Right, it's bound to be there right now. I just now need my car keys. Okay. she wasn't there. She's always there. I did see Mike Atherton, the cricketer, and Ray Stubbs, the news presenter. But I'm not sure they would have a good comment on ladies hockey. Anyhow, I know if I was with Claire that she would absolutely agree with me anyway on everything that I said about the team and about the individual players and about our aspirations. So Claire, I know you weren't there, but thank you very much for listening and thank you for the interview, and I look forward to the end of next season, or the season, probably there the same time, maybe a Sunday morning. That's probably the best time to catch her. But here's looking forward to 2014. So really, just to sign off, girls, a Christmas message must have Christmas wishes, and I want to say thank you very much to Bean and to Chloe for all the work they've done behind the scenes and trying to keep you lot in line and trying to get you lot to bake. I mean, seriously. And I also want to say thank you to you, team, for working hard through training sessions and turning up to as many as you possibly can. And also, I just want to leave you with a thought. My Christmas thought is belief. Believe in yourselves, believe in each other, and then believe in yourself as a team. And I think that if we can start 2014 with that, then we will achieve the best we can for the rest of this season. So thank you for everything, and have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. Just read a quick Twitter update. Seems Claire Boulding's not in the country, so she wasn't avoiding me, which is good news. But next year, for the end of the season, I will track her down. Don't worry.